Hi, Scrappers, it's Cindy. I hope you're doing great. I recently spent the most lovely afternoon with a woman who used to be a world renowned quilt instructor. She traveled the world and taught quilting for decades, and she amassed a collection. She was really interested in antique fabrics, and she amassed a collection of fabrics that she was interested in getting rid of, more or less. And so I spent a lovely afternoon with her and ended up putting almost everything I could into a box and buying it, because when am I ever going to come across stuff like this again? And it was really interesting to speak with her because she gave me an education on vintage, antique, I should say, textiles, and I learned a lot from her, and I really enjoyed my afternoon. So this is just a little bit of what I ended up with. Everything here is from 1900 to late, let's say third quarter 1800s, late 1800s, and I have a variety of colors, and she already had it sort of organized. She was very organized and neat. None of this smells. Of course, there's some staining. There's going to be after 200 years, but it everything smells clean. It was so organized. I enjoyed myself so much, and I can't wait for you to be able to purchase some of this, feel it, use it, have it in your stash. It just brings back, it's just so nostalgic to think that 200 years ago, women handmade these items. Somebody who had a life and who loved and was loved by others took the time to make all of these beautiful quilting squares, and that some of these were actually pieces of clothing that were on an actual human being 200 years ago. There's just such a story behind it. I don't look at it as just fabric. It's nostalgic, and it needs to be treasured and shared. So I'm in the process of putting this together in kits. They're all going to be limited, obviously, because I only have so much of this, and I'm trying to organize it into colors or time period. I'm trying to sort of organize this a little better. For example, this stack here, this is a stack of what's called Hershey Browns. And so this will probably be a pack. Then I have lots of, these are Garibaldi Prince and Turkey Reds. And I have a lot of several packs. I'm not going to take it out right now, but several packs of Victorian mourning clothes. So these were actually dresses that people of the time period, remember they used to wear black? These are pieces from their dresses or shirts that they used to wear when they were in mourning. I find that to be so fabulously interesting. And a lot of it I am taking, like this piece, for example, I'm taking and making it into digital kits so that if you don't end up with one of the packs of fabric, you can still at least print it off. And I've already been messing with the digital kit, and I printed some tissue paper from it, and I've been using it on my collages, and it's turning out gorgeous. So I think you'll like this too. So without further ado, let me show you the first kit. It's going to be available in my shop this coming Friday. That would be the 25th, Friday the 25th at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. And the first kit is going to be Indigo Blue. Look at how gorgeous this is. I spent a lot of time curating all of these little elements and picking through the fabrics and trying to make a gorgeous kit for you. There are going to be 4 of these available, and let me show you what's in here. So It's primarily, as I said, indigo blue. Indigo itself has a really unique history that you should look up if you like these colors. So the first thing is a little um, something that would be great to make into a snippet roll, and I put a little light bulb pin on there with some glass beads and unrolled. It's I think about 4 feet long, so it's a piece of, I believe this would be a piece of a quilt because there's lots of different fabrics sewn together. And it's primarily indigo blues, but there's going to be some other colors in there as well. Fabulous to use for ruffles or snippet rolls. So you're going to get, that's what's in here. Um, in every pack, if you follow me, you know that I recently went to an auction and got a box of vintage buttons that were a lady's button collection. And there were some loose, smaller buttons in there, so everybody's going to get some blue vintage buttons. And I made up just a little thing of cotton thread that matches the kit on this really cute little thread holder that I made. And then I have, this is the only thing that's not antique in here, is this little charm that you're going to get, and it's a sewing theme, so it has a little pair of scissors, a ruler, a little white rose, and a button, and they each have their own little jump rings, so you can use that to put on dangles or to put on the edges of your pages, whatever you like. And then I found at an antique store, I found these lovely antique wooden clothespins, and I wrapped some 200-year-old lace around this. So let me show you what it looks like. It's so beautiful, and it looks coffee stained, but it isn't. This is the original color. It looks a little yellower on my screen, but it is a coffee stained color, and everybody will get a piece of this. It's about half a yard or a foot long, I think. I should say a foot long, 12 inches. So you get this cute little clothespin with all the goodies on it wrapped in twine. This is absolutely to die for. This lace is also 200 years old, and it is so beautiful. I really had a hard time cutting this up. I thought, oh, this has lasted for 200 years, and now I'm going to cut it to pieces. It was really hard to cut this up, but it was worth it. This again looks coffee stained, but it's not. It's kind of a fawn color, I guess, which doesn't look like it's showing up on the camera, but it is, and it is just beautiful. This would be gorgeous. Let me see if I can get a journal here. This would be absolutely gorgeous, wrapped around a journal and placed on the cover. This journal's not a good example, but it's the only one I can reach right now. But this is 200 years old. It is in pristine condition. Everybody gets one of those. Then you're going to get just a variety of little indigo blue squares and triangles, just little fabric pieces, and you're going to get a whole bunch of these. You will see some staining, like I said. You see the brown there, but the important thing is it doesn't need to be washed, maybe just ironed. Most of these are quilting squares that you're going to receive. This one is so beautiful. So pretty. So these are really nice. You can sew these onto your page, sew on 3 sides, and have a gorgeous fabric pocket. You could sew it or tape it to a page and have it be a flip and have another piece underneath with a journaling card. These are really, really fun to use. They have all kinds of uses. So those are the little indigo blue pieces. And then everybody's going to get a vintage doily. This is the besides the charms, this is the only thing that isn't antique. Well, the buttons might not be. The buttons are definitely vintage, but I don't know the age of these doilies. So everybody's going to get a vintage doily that I got at an antique shop. They're all going to look different. They're all going to be different sizes, but this one's so pretty. And again, if you folded it and put it on the cover of a journal, it just would work really, really nicely. And then you're going to get two larger quilting squares. So again, indigo blue with some, it looks like almost some morning black there. And this square is about, let's see, 8 by 8. So I think that would be, I don't know if that's a standard quilting square size or not, but you'll get one of these. And then the most gorgeous piece of all is this. Most of these are all cotton, by the way. This piece here, I wish the camera would really pick up the colors, but it is indigo blue, and I forget, she told me what this gold is called, and I forget. I wish I had written it down because there's a specific color. It was named a specific color 200 years ago. So indigo blue, and this one's sort of translucent. You can see my hand through there. So there are only 4 of the indigo blue packs, and like I said, these are going into my shop on Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I cannot wait for some of you, 4 of you, to grab these and enjoy them. And I'd also like to see what you do with them once you get them. So either follow me on Facebook or YouTube, or go favorite my shop, and you will get notified when this comes out, or just set a reminder for yourself. Friday the 25th, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Stay tuned for more kits coming your way. Bye.